Implementation overview video for the 5-a-day sentence writing intervention class level trial. How we help you set the evaluation. The first thing we ask you to do is identify 2 similar ability classes. Both classes will complete the pre-assessment task. You'll then input this into the What Worked Teaches platform, and it will randomly allocate one class to the intervention and one to the comparison. The intervention class will use this approach for the duration of the trial. The comparison class will continue as normal. Both classes will complete the post-assessment task. The data will be inputted into the platform, and then it will generate an impact report to show you how the intervention has worked. If this is positive, then you can open this up to the comparison class. So let's look at this from a step-by-step planning approach. Step 1. Identify similar ability classes to participate in the evaluation from the same year group. Step 2. Read through the teacher documentation guidance and download the resources. It's important to know that only one of the class teachers has to sign up to the trial to input the data. Step 3. Complete the pre-assessment test with both classes. Record the marks in the Excel tracker, which is located in the resource folder, and input this into the pre-test in the trial wizard. With class level data, we do recommend that one teacher reads out the scores while the other one inputs it into the platform. Step 4. Using the trial wizard on the What Worked Teaches platform, randomly assign the classes to the intervention and the control group. Make sure you record this on your Excel tracker. The intervention class will receive the daily targeted writing intervention. The control will continue with business as usual for the duration of the trial. Step 6. Complete the post-assessment test with both the intervention and control group. Record the marks in the Excel tracker located in the resource folder, and again input this into the post-test on the trial wizard. You'll then complete a short process evaluation before clicking Analyze to generate an impact report for your school. The intervention is targeted at year 2, 3 and 4. It's delivered by a teacher in class time, and it will take approximately 15 minutes. 5-a-day sentence writing intervention. The purpose of the intervention is to improve pupils' sentence level writing accuracy and fluency through short, daily, structured, teacher-led practice focused on secure sentence construction and punctuation. The context of this is that some pupils reach year 6 unable to write and punctuate accurate sentences, which impacts cohesion and clarity of their writing. This intervention aims to improve pupils' knowledge of what a sentence is and helps them to practice construction of accurate sentences. This 5-a-day approach has been trialled in a small number of schools with positive outcomes. It's based on the conventions of oral sentence composition as outlined in the DFE writing framework, coupled with explicit sentence knowledge teaching. By working through each of the 5 activities, pupils are encouraged to hear, say, and read sentences before committing them to paper. And a big thank you to Eve Morton at Education North Tyneside for sharing the intervention and the resources for this project. This is the 5-a-day conventions where you spot, build, innovate, boring and join as outlined in the intervention video. In the resource folder, you will find a tracking spreadsheet that allows you to link anonymized student IDs to students in your classes. You'll also find the resources for this intervention. And then just moving on to some key considerations. Logistical issues need to be considered before using a targeted writing strategy as an intervention. So is the suitable time in the day in the school when this can be delivered? Are the resources available for you to use in your weekly sessions? And then will you link this to potential rewards? So logistical barriers are common in any intervention delivered in schools, so it's just important to consider these prior to starting. Moving on to the assessment, pupils complete a baseline writing task to sentence level writing accuracy, measured using the sentence writing accuracy scale. This is a Word document, but you can share the picture on the screen and have the students to write it on paper to save printing. Just please make sure that you just accurately label which piece of paper is with which student, and that is pre-test or post-test. and then make sure you record the score for each learner in the Excel tracker and then input this into the What Worked Teachers platform. And then at the end of the trial, just repeat the process, but use the post-test assessment task to retest and measure the impact of the intervention. And again, just record the scores in the Excel tracker and then put this into the What Worked Teachers platform. And some final assessment guidance, complete the assessment under test conditions. It can be done by the teacher or a teaching assistant. Make sure you either print out the task, or if it's class level, you can share the image on the screen and ask the students to write on paper. It will save printing the coloured ink. And then you can record your pre and post assessment scores on your tracking spreadsheet and in the What Worked Teachers platform. So that is the end of the guidance. The next thing to do is to move on to download the research protocol, the resource folder, and then start your trial wizard.